so you find yourself really pulling for her every step of the way. I promise I'll never do that again. Hey guys, welcome to Feature Junkie. My name's Ed, and today we're going to be talking about the movie Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, directed by Kazi Lemons, starring Naomi Ackie, Stanley Tucci, and Ashton Sanders. So right now, IMDb has this movie rated as a 6.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has this as a 46%, and Metacritic has this as a 51 out of 100. I've got a few things to say about this film, but before I do, if you could leave a like down below, I'd greatly appreciate that. Now let's get into the plot, courtesy of IMDb. I Want to Dance with Somebody is a joyous, emotional, heartbreaking celebration of the life and music of Whitney Houston, one of the greatest female R&B pop vocalists of all time, tracking her journey from obscurity to musical superstardom. So with biopics, I tend to get wrapped up into if the actor or actress really looks like the person in real life. And in this instance, I don't really think that Naomi Atkins looks like her, but I don't give a damn. Naomi was really good. I've seen Naomi in a few other projects, and it was clear that this was her first chance in a lead role of a film, and I think it was great. She brought this like fun, joyous, fierce quality to the screen, and much like Whitney Houston, she has this smile that's just so inviting. And we already know how Whitney Houston's story ends, but Naomi kind of brings you into focus on the here and now of Whitney Houston's career, so you find yourself really pulling for her every step of the way. I promise I'll never do that again. But speaking of her songs, man, come on, like, it goes without saying how gifted Whitney really was, and it's no surprise that the soundtrack to this film is just banger after banger. And again, that's a credit to Naomi Akins, because I couldn't tell in a few instances if it was Whitney singing or Naomi singing, and I had to look it up. And of course, 95% of the movie is Whitney actually singing, and I should have known that, to be honest, because it's her iconic voice. It's really hard to replicate. But really, that just goes to my point how believable Naomi made it look. Now, everyone else in the film, I kind of felt a little bit lukewarm on them, and I get the casting of certain characters, but like Ashton Sanders as Bobby Brown, it really wasn't working for me. And who knows, maybe that was the goal, to not make us like Bobby, so I guess it worked. But another gripe I'd say about the film is the pacing. I really enjoyed the first half of the movie, but right around the 2-hour mark, I felt myself tuning out of the film. It could be that they were pivoting away from Whitney's career to her personal life, I'm not really sure, but you do start to feel that fatigue that you don't feel for other movies like Ray and Bohemian Rhapsody. Ultimately, I don't think the film was super polished. It certainly had a few flaws, but I'd still give it a recommendation because of Naomi's performances, and it's Whitney. Like, I mean, we really just came here to watch Whitney's story and listen to her music. So if that's what you're going to the film for, you'll certainly gain a bigger appreciation of how truly gifted the voice Whitney Houston had. But I'm all ears. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this film. If you liked it, if you didn't, whatever those thoughts are, leave them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, hit that notification icon down below so you know when I'm going live or dropping new content. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on Feature Junkie.